I need a new laptop.
You do not need a new laptop. That laptop is 3 months old.
It's just not right that your picture is clearer than my picture.
It's that natural halo I have.
I look like I have a filter on and I do not.
My halo is so bright I've got to wear shades.
Okay, well, welcome back to the Ripples and Reflections podcast.
Yes, welcome to the light side and the dark side.
So we had a fun weekend last weekend. Went out in the Twin Cities area and we got the whole family together and went to Buca's in Eden Prairie and we had, oh my gosh, delicious food. We haven't eaten there in probably a few years at least.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nope.
the service was outstanding. The portions were way bigger than we remembered. So everybody went home with leftovers.
Yes, weeks worth of leftovers.
Seems like it.
Mm-hmm.
But the staff was really amazing. The gal that I talked to arrange all the food, we prepared shortly after we arrived, was spot on. We really appreciate it. So shout out to Buca's in Eden Prairie.
Yeah, it's amazing. We literally got our entire extended family, all of our kids, all of the grandkids, and so that's quite a few of us, and
Mhm.
it was great.
Yes, and everybody had a wonderful time. It was really nice. Then we headed over to Carboni's in Minneapolis.
After we dropped the grandkids off.
Yes, the grandkids went back to their respective homes or other places, and they stayed in for the evening. This was the adult portion of the evening over at Carboni's in Minneapolis. And once again, the owner, Jessica, she was so obliging to put up with me texting her about a few things ahead of time. But our whole group got to sit together and we ordered dessert from Carboni's. That was delicious. Their
Hmm.
chocolate cake is amazing.
Yeah, the apple pie is not too bad either, nor is the
The
tiramisu.
tiramisu was really delicious too.
Hmm.
We selected Carboni's Minneapolis on November 1st because it was the final concert for one of our favorite bands, J Bell and the Lazy Susan Band.
Yeah, you could certainly say they're our favorite local band. Anyway.
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
And our kids had never heard them before, but they quickly understood why we like to go see them whenever we can. And they did not disappoint. It was another fun-filled evening of music.
Yeah, a really talented group of musicians. I think we might have mentioned them before in one of our early podcasts, but um, uh, Jay Bell and Lazy Susans, they are a five-piece group, and they put a really good mix of brass, as they call it, into it.
The lazy ass brass.
The lazy ass brass, trumpet and trombone, and just great sound, really good sound.
And they a lot of the songs are original that they've written, which is wonderful, but they do some cover songs as well, which is really fun for the crowd to get into.
Yeah, but their original stuff is great,
It
really good
is.
stuff.
It is. And then from there, the evening was not over yet. We went to a speakeasy in Uptown called, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Volstead's. Down an alley, around the corner, and in through a door with a little slot where somebody has to check your ID before letting you in.
Yeah, Prohibition days. Hopefully, they're not coming back to Minneapolis, but but the experience was great. Very nice, relaxed experience as you go down the stairs. Once you come into the building through the slatted door, with a great three-piece jazz band. Very nice and
And
fantastic drinks. Wow.
really good specialty drinks, really strong, but really good, and way out there from anything you ever might make at home, for most of us at least.
Yes. Yeah. The mixology is excellent.
So we've got to talk about the Vikings game.
Yeah. It turns out we were both dead wrong. We both picked them to lose, as did just about everybody else who looks at football at all, um, other than the pure heart homers, right? Um, but yeah, they really came out swinging. Had a really solid game performance on all sides, all phases of the game. Um, you could argue that it took a blocked field goal and a late forced fumble to really ice the victory for us, but that's sometimes required when you play good teams. And I really hope that Detroit is a good team. This puts a little casts a little shadow on them losing to the Vikings, who were a sub 500 team at the time they played. But it elevates us to a 500 team and gives me a glimmer of hope.
And I have to take York's word on the game. I missed the first half because I was spending time with our grandson. And the second half, I was in front of the TV while they were playing, but I didn't see much of it.
Yeah, well, it's the price you pay for having a long night out the night before.
It was. I was short on sleep and I fell asleep and I didn't hear a thing. And I figured it must have been a good game because York didn't wake me up yelling at anybody.
Yeah, she didn't hear me screaming or or, or spewing multiple words, right? That I typically wouldn't say otherwise. That's
Typically,
a lie. That's also a lie. But I wasn't screaming them, so that's a good thing. It was an enjoyable game, and hey, it's nice to wake up to a victory, right?
it was wonderful to wake up to a victory. I saw the post-game interview with JJ McCarthy and Tom Brady, and that was really fun to watch. And Jorg told me that they both went to Michigan, played
Yep.
for Michigan. That be Michigan State,
No, no, that's Michigan. There's
just
two
Michigan.
different teams. Yep, Michigan is the more prominent team on a regular basis, unless you're talking maybe basketball. But in football, Michigan is the big team.
Okay, and I'm still learning a lot about professional football, so do not ask me to learn about college ball.
Yeah, keep the
Mm-mm,
comments down. She's learning.
I am. So again, York said we both picked the wrong team, the wrong outcome, and so therefore we have to go to points.
Yep, yeah. The total points, and I edged you by one. So,
Mm. You know what that means?
yep, it's the Helga Helm of Shame. It
Here
looks
we
good on you,
go.
though.
All right. Well, I wear this proudly. I challenged the Vikings in our video last time. I said, I want you to prove us wrong, or at least prove me wrong, that you can do this, that you can win. So I'm actually this week very proud to wear this.
As I said, it's I'm rooting for them. I hope I was wrong, and I'm rarely pleased to be wrong, but I'm pleased in this regard.
I tell you, next week when we make our predictions, the post game, Jorg's going to be the one wearing this Helga hat. I'm not quite sure it'll fit him very well, but we'll make it work. I am determined to win one of these weeks now that we have something on the line.
Yeah, this is going to be a challenging game coming up. You're going to have to give it a little thought. It's going to be another one of those where we probably have to watch who's playing, who's not playing, how healthy are they. Uh, that team coming in is also underperforming expectations, and uh, the Baltimore Ravens. But Lamar is back. They seem to be getting to full health on their end, and when they are a formidable team. So even though their record doesn't show it, this is another big test for the Vikings. And again, I think it's a risky bet one way or the other, but we'll give it some deep thought and get back to you.
Yes. And I promise I will stay awake for the next Vikings game.
Promises, promises.
Anything else?
No, no, I think Vikings are it. Number of other good games going on there, good themes, but we'll save that for a later date.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to Ripples and Reflections. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Have a good one.